OK, welcome back. Sky Italy are reporting that Manchester United forward Alejandro Garnacho is Napoli's first choice to replace Kwicha Kvaratskhelia, with the Italian side under the impression the fee would be around £59 million. Despite that, Ruben Amorim says he sees a bright future for Garnacho at United.
Is he a player that you see having a good future at United?
Yeah, that is clear. He has talent. He needs to learn to play a little bit in a different position. He needs to play better inside. He improves a lot the recovering position when he doesn't have the ball. But doing that, sometimes he's not in the right place to make transition like he was in the past, because I prefer to defend and then build up with all the team to reach the final third. So he's finding the best way to play in this system. Is improving. Is improving during training. So he started the last game. Let's see.
Yeah, so we'll see. Nick, how important is Garnacho at United, do we think?
Well, positive words from Amorim there, but in terms of game time under the new manager, you have to say he does seem to have become less important over the last few weeks. So here we have a comparison between his numbers under Erik ten Hag. Of course, he was a key player for ten Hag, wasn't he? Regular starter. And here he is under Ruben Amorim on the other side. So 14 games played for ten Hag, 12 under Amorim, but actually only 5 of those 12 appearances have been starts. So he has mostly been used as a substitute. Now we can see the difference in his productivity as well. He hasn't been as effective under Amorim. So under ten Hag in those early months of the season, 5 goals and 3 assists in all competitions. That averaged as a goal involvement it was 0.84 per 90 minutes for him in that period. Compare that to under Amorim, and there is a big drop-off, isn't there? So only 1 goal, only 1 assist, and a goal involvement it's 0.28 per 90 minutes for him now. So a drop in productivity and a drop in playing time. So an interesting one there. Interesting to see what happens with his future, of course, with clubs from elsewhere looking at him.
We're going to start, though, with the latest on Marcus Rashford's future. Now, we understand his representatives are in talks with Manchester United over a potential loan move in this window. Ruben Amorim was asked about Rashford today.
How much would you like to see a resolution with this situation as far as where it's at, what's going on at the moment?
I just want to win tomorrow. My focus is to win tomorrow. I will choose the players that I think they are the best to win the game tomorrow. So I'm just focused on that.
So exactly what we expect from Ruben Amorim, not a lot. What can you tell us, Damesh?
Yeah, as you mentioned at the top there, Marcus Rashford's representatives are talking to Manchester United over a potential loan move in this transfer window. Now, Rashford's camp, you'll remember, we've been reporting throughout this transfer window. We've been speaking to clubs in Italy and in Spain. And I think the feeling is that they want to get a preferred destination for Rashford, first of all, before then those clubs going to Manchester United to engage and explore the conditions of a deal. Because there's no point in a club going to Manchester United, completely agreeing a deal with them, and then a minute later Rashford saying, actually, I don't actually want to go there. So get that bit out of the way first so that time is saved in what is becoming a little bit of a saga now. We're over halfway through this transfer window and still Rashford is still waiting to find out where he's going to go. AC Milan, we do know, have made Rashford a top target in this transfer window. That could be accelerated now that Kolo Muani has chosen to go to Juventus. Remember, Muani, not only a target at one point for Manchester United, but a target for AC Milan as well. With regard to Marcus Rashford, all options remain on the table. So he could leave, but he could yet stay at Manchester United for the remainder of this season, and then they'll reassess in the summer.
I think what's interesting here is the fact that he was left out by Ruben Amorim before the Manchester derby. So he's actually not played for Manchester United since early December, the game against Nottingham Forest. So 8 games where he's not been involved. That's a long time as a professional footballer to not be playing football. We've still got no sign of an immediate resolution. So all the time he's missing games. Long-term ambition as well for Marcus Rashford will be to force Thomas Tuchel's hand and get back into the England squad. So this situation isn't great for him either, and I'm sure all parties would like it resolved sooner rather than later.
One thing I'd add to that, if Rashford doesn't go and he stays at Manchester United beyond February the 3rd and deadline day, there's every expectation, and it will probably be forced upon United and Ruben Amorim to try and reintegrate him back into the squad and get him playing, because if he isn't playing and they want to sell him in the summer, his value is not going to be great. So it's in Manchester United's interest that Marcus Rashford is playing football until the end of the season, preferably at a club abroad or maybe even United themselves.
Jadon Sancho Mark II. Listen, if he does go, Dharmesh, surely they're going to need to get someone in, or are they?
I'm not so sure. I mean, there has been talk about Kolo Muani, as we've been mentioning before, but as far as I'm being led to believe, it could be pretty quiet for Ruben Amorim and Manchester United with regard to incomings in this transfer window. The plan, I think, is for Ruben Amorim to really shape his squad in the summer, because that's what most clubs do. They focus on a summer transfer window. And if you think back to when Ruben Amorim came to the club, he wanted to come in the summer. He wanted to finish off the season at Sporting Lisbon. But United, some would say to their credit, well, actually, this is a now or never situation. You've got to come now or it's not going to happen. And so Ruben Amorim had to take that decision. And with that, he has come into the club and he's effectively told them, look, you've employed me because of what I did at Sporting Lisbon. I play 3 at the back at Sporting Lisbon. Manchester United don't do that, so there's going to be a bit of suffering. He could have taken the easy way out and said, let's play a back four. That's what this club is used to. That's what these players are used to. But he's decided not to do that, and he's effectively put the onus on the players. So it's almost an audition for these players. He's going to find out in the coming months who's with him, who can play in his formation, and who isn't.
Indeed. All right, a couple more deals involving United. Diego Leon, Tim.
Yeah, he's returned to Paraguay after completing pre-contractual agreement with Manchester United, so that is a deal that's done. He'll join in the summer, a deal worth up to £7 million. He's yet to turn 18. He won't be 18 until April, so one for the future, but a very athletic player, left-sided player, and one that might fit into Ruben Amorim's formation moving forward.
And one who might not fit into Ruben Amorim's formation, Anthony. What's the latest on him?
Yeah, I mean, it's a similar situation with Marcus Rashford, in the sense that I'm sure that Ruben Amorim would like to get some of these issues sorted now, because you mentioned the summer. He could have issues resolving the future of Rashford, Anthony, etc. in the summer if they don't get sorted in this transfer window. But talks are ongoing with Real Betis. They are looking to bring him in. They've just sold one of their wingers to Como, so there is a space there. United would prefer to get him out in this window. A loan looks the most likely way of doing that, but talks are ongoing and it remains to be seen whether an agreement can be made.
OK, we covered United.